Hey, Josh, I think you might be doing that wrong over there.
Oh, welcome everybody to Nerd Talk. I'm Ortrick the Batman. This is Darth Taylor. That's John Gaston, Boss Tech. That's Cytokin. And back in there is Sausage Link. Today we've got plenty to talk about. Okay, I'm done with that.
I was about to say, apparently Bane got a face hugger or something.
Oh my goodness.
Bane was making out with an alien. Anyway, welcome to Nerd Talk. Today we got a lot to talk about.
We're back.
It was the mid-season premiere of The Walking Dead, and I know John's especially excited about it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited. He was tweeting and twittering and all that crap the whole time. We were on Facebook for at least 20 minutes just going back and forth, sharing cool memes of the great Daryl with his bazooka.
Oh, I know, man. That was so freaking awesome.
The opening of the show definitely got me kind of wrapped into
Dude,
it, man.
I'm sitting there going, they're going to kill those people off in the very beginning of the show? What the hell's wrong with these
Wait a
guys?
minute, which people, though? Are you talking about Michonne and
Michonne,
the
Daryl,
Ginger?
And Ginger.
Michonne and the Ginger?
Yeah.
But yeah.
Daryl ought to be careful. Put an eye out with that.
Spoiler
I watched
alert.
it.
We'll get into that a little bit later, but
Yep.
you know, hold on, I got something sticking in my eye. Hey, sorry, hang on a second. Yeah,
Hey, but you know what? He's keeping an eye out for fans now.
yeah, he is, man. He's just looking out for all of us. So, but yeah, the opening of that show definitely, man. I don't know. I haven't watched in about 2 seasons. I spot check and I read the spoilers and stuff because the show got dull for me. And I think it did
got
for a lot of
very
people.
dull very quickly because it was a lot of them not learning from past mistakes.
Yeah, and it seems like the same story regurgitated, but I don't know, man. Does anybody here read the comic?
I am actually up to date. I just read the
I know you
brand
got
new
the
comic.
compendium, right? And I know you haven't read it yet.
I read some of it.
Well, anyway, Negan. That's all I need to say. Negan and Lucille are coming, and I don't know if there's a thing going around on Facebook that they say there's a mysterious car in the background during that whole sequence, and a lot of people think that it's Negan watching over what happened, and so he leaves to go back, and that's how Negan's going to get brought into it. But I personally cannot wait for Negan to come into the show. In the comic, he's hands down. I mean, a lot of people talk a lot of good stuff about the Governor, right? And the Governor was a great character. He was also part of the Cyclops Club, but you know, he's nothing compared to Negan. I can tell you that right now. Just by going by the
Walking
comic.
Dead, don't we have something special to do?
That's right. So the first segment here, we're going to be doing.
I thought we were talking about Walking Dead.
We are.
We're going to do a toy review.
But we're going to jump to a
For
similar...
Josh.
What?
Josh gets to do a toy review. In my opinion, was one of the best characters. I loved him.
Oh, the frickin'
Merle.
hand, Merle.
Holy crap. Yeah, this is
Michael
definitely
Rooker.
our new that's
Go plug that camera in so James can use it.
check that out. I don't know if you guys can see that. Here, there you can
Here,
probably
you
see
can
it
block
better.
my
We'll take
face.
the paper off that.
Yeah.
Yeah, take off the shiny.
It's I don't even know what to call this thing, but it just says it's his knife hand.
It's a prosthetic.
Merle, Daryl's brother in the show. He was in the first
it?
3 or 4 seasons,
Back
I
on the
believe.
camera.
He was in the first season and didn't show up until about the 3rd season.
Right, he
because-
kind of disappeared for a while, but that was definitely one of my favorite characters.
It was mine too.
Yeah,
Because you know what? He just said what he thought.
Michael Rooker is the actor that plays Merle, and he was definitely. This is probably too loud in the mic, this crinkly.
Hey,
but-
James, we got the robotic on for you, buddy.
Yeah, and so we have our cool perspective robotic shot, and
Hurry up with that flashlight.
there he goes.
awful.
Get out of here! Yeah,
awful.
it is awful. It looks like a giant shoebox.
Hey, James.
If these were boots,
Yes.
they'd be for
man,
kicking butt. That's
it's
for sure.
changed behind you. What
It
happened?
has. We got a new studio, our new control room.
Ta, ta, ta.
Hey, see that? If you guys could see that spot way back there, that's the editing machine. That's where I spend a lot of my time, and Taylor spends a lot of his time.
We discussed this last show, didn't we?
I think,
Yeah, we
James,
did.
you spend a
Yeah,
lot
we
of
did.
time there, too.
Sometimes.
Well, yeah, but
So-
you know what? It's been a while since I've been on.
But The Walking Dead, of like talking about future episodes, basically, I'm gonna say this out loud right now. I don't think it's gonna be Glenn who's gonna take the bat to the head from Lucille.
Wait,
It's-
wait, you got to go a little bit of backstory, because we're not spoiling anything
all
about
right,
Glenn, but
all
in the
right.
comic.
In the comic books.
Right.
When we first meet Negan for the very, very, very first time, he puts a baseball bat.
I did.
He puts a baseball bat through, well, not through Glenn's head, but he kind of smashes Glenn's head into the pavement.
Well, yeah, but as we have found, they're not true on comic books.
Yeah, but
No,
they
they
stay
deviate,
true.
You know
for sure.
what? It is what it is, and I don't even want to speculate what's going to happen. I live in this show. I live in the moment of the show.
Yeah.
That's
Listen,
where I'm at
as
because
you
you know
should.
what?
Yeah.
I know what's happened in the comics. I don't care.
Yeah.
The
I don't
show
think
is
it's
the
going to go
show.
that way anyway. I think they're going to because if Glenn was going to die, I think he'd already done it. Yeah.
Well,
But anyway, the toy review that we're doing right now, actually, you want to get a close up on the box there, James, on that perspective. This is the box that it comes in. It looks like it's about 12 by 10. It's a pretty thick box too, man.
Heavy duty.
It's definitely a collector's item, and I just murdered it trying to get it out of the package. But that's the front of the box, and let me try to get this a little bit better centered. Ooh, there we go.
There you
that's
go.
that's the side shot, and then you have a nice shot of the prison on this side, which that was where the show should have ended, and then they could have like picked up another group and continued the story somewhere else.
Yeah.
So and my only complaint about the show is it just feels like it's beating a dead horse.
Nope, just dead people.
That's which is why it's worth watching, because they do think of pretty inventive ways to murder
talking about?
zombies.
What are you talking about? The dead horse died season 1, like episode 1.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Well,
right.
actually, it did, didn't it?
So
It got eaten by
Rest in
walkers.
peace, that horse.
they did a great job packing this
Yeah,
prop
dude, I'm
replica,
telling you.
and it is a prop replica, and it's made by ThinkGeek. It's in association with AMC actually, so it's an
ThinkGeek's
official
great.
product. It's not like some kind of
I'll just
ripoff
have
or
you know
anything.
now that there'll be new props probably every week or every other week from
I actually
The
have a
Walking
good
Dead.
I have a good friend of mine that wants to he offered to donate us a lot of steampunk stuff for the set. I just keep forgetting to bring him in. I play Star Wars with him. I grew up with him, went to high school, but his name is Mike. He goes by Biff Calrissian.
Biff.
So we will be trying to get Biff in here to hang out and talk steampunk stuff. And he makes props, and we have a lot of guests lined up. There are going to be people that make this stuff for fun, cosplayers, things like that. So there's a lot of stuff in the works. But anyway, pulling this out right away, it's the paint is
Is it
pretty
metal
nice
or
on this,
plastic?
man. It's plastic. I was getting to that, but it's definitely plastic. And inside there, you can see right in there that's a little like a bar, so you can kind of hold it. And so it's nothing that you actually strap to your arm. I'm sure you can make it look like that. I don't see any instructions quite yet.
Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, it is, but I'm kind of alarmed that they should at least have a one sheet, because this strap definitely looks like it's going to take a few minutes to figure out.
Nope, I can already tell you how it is.
You studied the box, didn't you?
I did. I'm a box studier.
Yeah. But anyway, the knife actually looks pretty cool. It's not too heavy. It's not too light. It's made out of a hard plastic. On the handle,
It feels plastic.
yeah, the blade is soft pliable plastic. So and it's also dulled. So there's no way you can hurt yourself or your kids if you
There's no way you can put an eye out.
Yeah, no way you can put an eye out. So
Now, you need a gun for that.
Took a whole new level to the meaning of you'll shoot your eye out.
Yeah.
kid.
yeah, you did. And that was funny too, because he looked at him and he went, "Dad." I was like, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. And I was like, in a split second, I thought that. I was like, finally, they killed him. They finally killed him, because Carl is one of the worst characters on the show, in my opinion. A lot of people like him, but
I was
I
hoping
don't.
he was about the second season. I was hoping, man, they got to kill that kid off soon.
Yeah, because
And they killed his mother. I'm like, oh no, wrong character.
he gets the group in so much trouble. So, I see.
Gets himself in a lot
I
of
see.
trouble.
All right, so on the box, these straps are basically, they run through here. This is cool, man.
Yeah, that'll
And
be
Merle is so rad. Michael Rooker is one of my favorite actors, man. I can't wait to see that guy in the
really
new
good.
Guardians of the Galaxy, which they just started filming, by the way. And but yeah, so the straps actually are made of. They're not made of leather.
it's leather.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't even say it's a pleather. You know that? Yeah, you know that weird cloth that you get for like arts and crafts
Like
and stuff.
a vinyl cotton.
Yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird, but it looks the part, and that's what matters with these. I don't think these were made for practical use. They're definitely made as, like you said, as something like a a prop that you can hang up in your house and stuff
Or
like
you
that.
can go to, cosplay and walk around with it, not hurt anybody.
Right, right. Which is also equally is cool, but it's pretty easy to put together. I guess I didn't need instructions. I just I'm a vinyl guy, so I like to have like an original copy of stuff. I like to have.
Rabbit.
Why so close, man? James, what are you
Joy,
doing
not
to me?
dramatic.
You're sabotaging.
Dramatic.
It's dramatic. I have no head.
Got
So-
no neck either, but we don't ever bitch about
Yeah, no. Well, I don't need a neck.
I was more showing off the product. It just so happened your face was in the way.
Oh, I see. Yeah, my face gets in the way of a lot of things, actually.
I'm hoping I hope James will pull down some of the memes that I actually created for that night when we were on Messenger.
Oh yeah, man. Those memes were pretty funny. That was pretty creative, and you did it fast too. You should
Well,
have.
I think you guys are not noticing.
Oh, look at there.
Oh wow. Oh yeah. There
Daryl
you go.
for us.
That's right. Daryl, a total badass. Daryl is a total badass, and in my opinion, dude, Daryl alone should just break off and do his own spin-off show. Because that dude seems to make all the correct decisions. Him and Carol.
I don't know.
Carol's also one of my favorite
last
characters.
Last time he did that, he shot himself in the arm,
They had to
climbed
make
up
him
a
look
cliff,
stupid.
fell
so
down, broke his leg, crawled back into society, and got shot by Andrea. So that didn't turn out too well. Let's
well,
not do that.
the sun shines on a dog's ass every once in a while, and it can go just the opposite.
That was just his first time going off on his
So-
own, though. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go off and do my
Yeah,
own
but
things.
man,
I don't
look,
need
look,
you
all right,
guys.
look, all I have to say is the beginning of the show, right? The beginning of the show, these two ham bones are sitting there, and they don't know what to do, and they're staring at this dude who's playing. I don't even know what to call that villain. He was pretty lame. I was hoping he got aced a lot sooner. I thought it was going to be someone from the wood line, or the tree line.
Bite,
I mean,
chew, swallow, and repeat.
yeah, I thought it was. That was funny, but he's referring to a line in the show. But I thought like Rick or somebody was in the tree line, with a scope on him or something.
As he walked, when they told him to take him back there and start searching, I'm thinking to myself, you're going to let that guy go back there with Daryl by himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that guy's not. He's not going to
He's
make
not
it.
going to live.
My favorite line in the whole show was he's like, "Some bitch was tougher than I thought." That was the best line in the show. I quoted it and posted it right away. I had a lot of fun watching the series. I don't know how to get this thing back through here, James. If you can get right in on here, this is a little bit of a problem.
No, you know what you do? You spin it around and let it.
Oh yeah, and just hide it.
laugh.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I don't think it'll go through the other side. If you look, what John just suggested, I was trying to get this strap.
Well, you need
through
to
here.
unfold the tongue so it will flip in there.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. It's kind of like from just how it was packaged. Yeah. So, but this is awesome. It's really lightweight. So if you're a cosplayer, I can definitely see you being able to walk around a convention or a Halloween party, whatever it may be, hanging out with this thing and it not hindering you in weight. Your arm's not going to get tired. It looks really cool. It looks like it was molded first, then painted. So it's not like it's a part of the mold or whatever. So the paint apps are pretty nice. I like how they did the whole can, the metal part of the arm has a rusted look to it. It's got dark red, it looks like red and dark gray or black highlights in it. Yeah, and then over here it looks like a piece of painted metal that had black paint on it and the paint had been worn off. So it looks great, man. I mean, where did you guys pick this up at, by the way? Movie Stop. Movie Stop.
Yeah.
Movie Stop has changed, at least in our area. I don't know where you guys are watching from. In our area, Movie Stop has made a change for the better.
Yeah, matter of fact, the guy that we actually met there, very cool dude.
Potential partnership,
Yep,
right?
Danny Castillo.
I know
they own
that
Grimm
guy. I
Studios.
swear I know him
But
from
he works
somewhere.
there, I guess, part time, and he has
Right.
his own Grimm Studio. He developed. Matter of fact, hopefully, if we get this right, Danny is going to develop a app for us, so people can watch
From
on
their
our app.
smartphone.
Yep.
Cool.
They can
That's
already.
pretty sweet.
Yeah. So he's supposed to be pretty good at it. So
The people at home watching are probably like, "Geez, this guy's taking forever just to put this thing together." But it's not as easy as it
We do have a
may
break
look. Say what?
coming up. We have a break coming up if you want to take a little extra time and put that together.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter. I can talk and walk at the same time. I just can't pay attention to where I'm going.
You just can't just chew his
know.
gum.
Yeah, I can't chew either. But this thing's awesome, and for a character like Merle, I think it's deserving that he got a prop. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Would you guys agree?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He helped Daryl with a lot of his, the personal growth there, where he was.
It was more
Well, no,
just
he-
Daryl doing that to himself.
Yeah,
The
it was
thing is, though,
Daryl tripping out, really.
but Merle's character still played a crucial role. The idea
sure,
of him growing as a person.
Yeah, and also the way he lost his arm is he was handcuffed to.
Just decided to
on
just
the
cut it
roof.
off.
Kind of
And just
Yeah.
like, I
badass,
don't
cuts
need
his
it.
own arm off.
Yeah, he cut his own arm off, which is how he ended up looking like a twisted Captain Hook.
And then
his own arm off,
cauterizes
and then
it on a
fought
freaking gas
through.
stove.
Yeah. Yeah.
mean,
And-
like-
oh yeah, he cauterized it on a gas stove, man. Good point. I forgot about that.
And he had a wave of zombies he had to fight through to get there.
Right.
Because there was only one way down, one way up, and they were all beating on the door. So when he freed his hands, like, all right, well, I'm on the top of a skyscraper, gotta fight my
I
way
just
down.
wish I was in the room when Greg Nicotero explained what was going to happen. You know, explained that this is what he came up with. Because I'm pretty sure, I don't know, James, during the break you could fact check this, but Greg Nicotero does a lot of the practical effects.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure this is one of his brain children, which to me, as a huge Evil Dead fan and a Greg Nicotero fan, if you've ever seen Army of Darkness, Greg Nicotero and K&B Effects, they did all the practical effects for that entire film. And if you remember Ash with the chainsaw arm, Ashley, from Evil Dead, this is kind of reminiscent of it. So it was kind of, as a horror hound like I am, it was really cool to, watch Walking Dead, know that Greg Nicotero has a big hand in the effects, and also he directed quite a few episodes at this point, to have something like this. So it's kind of an homage to previous works of his own, I don't think he came up with the chainsaw arm, but I know he did all the effects for the gloved hand and everything for Army of Darkness. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be right back. I'm going to try and figure this thing out, and we'll see you in a second.
What's up, everybody? You're watching Max Play Live presents Random Reports, and I'm back at E&D Games to interview James Hollingsworth, Part 3. That's what I like to call him, because he's more like a movie. If you ever met the guy, he's kind of like watching a movie. Anyways, I'm Ortec the Batman, and check these guys again with this fan crap. I'm not a fan. Anyway, watch the stupid interview.
Like, I know I gave you, like, a sheet. Like I said, you bad. Yeah, that's like that.
If you guys listen close, right now, Dave Growney and James Hollingsworth, Part 3, are actually going over the script and the story for Max Play Live Presents The Arena. I wonder if I can interrupt and get a friggin' interview, because I've been standing here for about 10 minutes listening to him jabber. What's up, James?
Are you seriously going to give me that 10-minute speech after you made me wait 40 minutes for you to show up with your little camera? Is that how we're doing this? Is that how we're starting off this interview?
My bad. Yeah, you do have a point there, but, I'm the guy with the camera, so just be careful what you say, because, editing, I can make you look like an orc or a goblin or some crap. Anyways, how you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing good.
How often do you have to adjust an encounter or the main storyline? Just adapt as play goes, or do you guys have, things in the back of your pocket, ideas in the back of your pocket that you could just use randomly, or, do you guys kind of go with the flow?
Well, for a lot of it, we have to go with the flow, especially after the encounters are done. What they want to do once they're released from that encounter of the arena is pretty much up to them, and I have to invent things like Adler's abacuses. Well, I do enjoy a good song. It helps cut down on exposition, which I find incredibly boring.
I walk the desert of shattered and broken dreams. And looking back, I see the face of the most devilish of fiends. At the stables where I worked, he sat there by the cells. Charming, laughing, smiling. Hello, my name is Wells.
He doesn't like. So when you get to use music to express the motives of a character, it's rare that opportunity pops up. But as a DM, you can orchestrate it better.
Well, who wrote the song?
I did.
Seriously?
Yeah, I wrote. Who would I get to write the song?
This is James Hollingsworth, Part 3. Thank you for the interview, and we look forward to seeing you DM many more arena shows. Thanks, dude.
All right, thank you.
Fist bump. Anyways, thanks for watching. This has been Random Reports presented by Max Play Live. We're at E&D Games. Check out the little message thing down there for all the Twitter and all that crap. I don't feel like doing it because I'm lazy, right?
You're not that lazy. I believe you
You're
were.
ruining it. Shh, no. Turn off the camera.
And then I said, you don't put straps there.
Yeah.
No, it goes around this part. So I've almost got it figured out. Anyway, welcome back to Nerd Talk. I'm Ortec the Batman. This is Darth Taylor. That's Boss Tech, John Gasson, and that's Dylan Gasson, Sidokin, and back there directing the show. Well, I guess he's technically directing the
I
show.
know he sounded like he dropped something.
Yeah, he's breaking stuff.
Well,
but,
there is such things as technical direction.
Oh, dear.
What'd you
Yeah.
break?
What'd you break, James?
A little
Or
red
sausage
flashing light
link?
on the door.
What'd he say?
A little flashing red light on the door.
Our We're
Good
Live
thing I got
light.
another one.
He did it on purpose.
Yeah, so
It wasn't held on there very well. I shut
this
the
thing.
door so no one would bother me. And it
Anyway, that's
kinda
good enough for
fell
now.
off.
Told you guys, double-sided sticky tape wouldn't hold.
No, it's just a screw.
There wasn't tape under there?
No.
There
Oh,
was
unless
originally
it
tape
just
under there.
wasn't- Unless it
Anyways.
just came off.
So we were talking about The Walking Dead,
Hindsight.
this cool toy review, which I'm a little more excited about now that I'm done with it. And it's like a little kid playing with Legos. You really can't talk to me. I get a bad reputation when I'm editing and people try to talk to me. I sort of tune them out. Like
You do that like regardless of what, like you could be like sitting right over there. We could be talking to you, and you're just no, like
No.
yeah.
When I got to the bar last night to film, did you notice
Oh, yeah,
that I
we
was
went
standing
to a
behind you
bar
for
and
like
hung out.
5 minutes?
What?
I was standing behind you for like 5 minutes
You were?
trying to get your attention
When?
when I first got there.
When you first got there?
Yeah, you like waved to me and then you went back to your phone. I came behind. I'm like, hey, Josh, what's up, man?
My phone, whatever was going on my phone was pretty important then.
Way more important than I was.
Actually, we were at the bar. It was the Handlebar in Hudson to check out a band that never showed up.
Yeah.
So, but at least we got some good hanging out time, right?
Yeah,
So
it
it
was
was
fun.
cool. And but yeah. So, what'd you guys pay for this?
That's $32.
That's not bad for a
Not terrible.
pretty decent prop.
Price tag was on the thing.
Was it? It was probably on the plastic actually.
On the plastic, yeah.
Yeah. So, and
Either
like
way,
I
it
said,
was-
man,
it was
like
worth it.
yeah, I mean, and for you know, for something you're gonna hang on your wall or on your display case, it's lightweight. You could probably fashion some sort of like go in your tool shed and put together anything as a stand.
Yeah.
It would be kind of cool if it came with a stand, but I have a feeling that at $32, that would drive the price up.
Yeah.
So
I
it's
got
not a big
something-
deal.
I got something. I've already
Yeah.
got something for this.
Yeah, you can make something and it would look cool. Like go to your tool shed, find something, anything. You can get like a broken gas can or a dented gas can and just set it on the gas can and it'll look good, you know. Also, it looks like something straight out of Fallout too. So if you're a cosplayer and yeah, I mean this has many applications aside from
Deathclaw
Walking Dead,
gauntlet.
but it's if I saw this and I was out, I would definitely think, oh man, that's Merle for sure.
Yep.
You know, he's such a popular character. It's too bad he turned into a zombie and got brained. But you know,
Took out a lot of governor's guys, though.
yeah, he was a human
It happens to
chainsaw,
the
that's
best
for
of them,
sure.
doesn't it?
Yeah, which is really crazy that Daryl's still alive, as many people as he's taken out.
he's
Or
gonna
Rick.
die this season.
When's Rick gonna
Don't
die?
worry.
It's not supposed to die.
He should die.
Eventually.
He should die.
What are
They
you
should
talking about?
kill
They're
him
all
in the
dead.
comic too.
They're all dead.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
we know
as
that.
Soon as,
They're
as
the
soon as
Walking
Rick
Dead.
dies, he's gonna wake up in the coma. Laurie's gonna be there next to him. Shane's gonna be sitting there like, he's awake. Oh my God, everybody! And then everyone's like, little Carl's gonna come running back into the room, and they saw that way at the beginning. Don't you know that? It's all
I don't think that's
stream.
gonna happen, man. Yeah. No, but yeah. Anyways, no, that's not gonna happen. Rick's
the
gonna
real
die,
comic
and it's gonna
happens.
be a very brutal death at the hands of Negan. I'm gonna go ahead and
No,
predict
it's
it.
not gonna be Negan. I can guarantee that.
You don't think it's gonna be Negan?
Nope, it's
Michonne?
gonna be
Carol?
a group called the Whisperers, and that's all I'm gonna say.
So it's already happened in the comic.
No,
Or is this-
he's still very well alive in the comic books. There's in the newest comic book actually, they're thinking about making Carl a leader of one of the
Another group.
settlements. Yeah,
Nice. Well, you know,
The settlement needs
another
your help.
settlement needs Carl's
I'll
help.
mark it on your
yeah,
map.
well, Carl being in the show now, like there's parts of the comic that I don't like that I do like in the show. Like obviously the addition of Carol and the addition of Daryl It's kind of rhymes, but
Daryl
anyway.
and Daryl.
Yeah, Carol and
Whoa.
Dale. Anyway, but there's also things in the comic that I like better. Like Rick is a different character altogether to me.
Carol's in the comics.
You know? Yeah, well, I mean, she's not like tick for tack.
No,
It's
she
not the same.
dies in
Michonne
like the
is.
first like 20.
Yeah, Carol's
freaking-
still around and pretty badass, to be honest.
That's
but
what
like,
I'm telling you. They don't, the comics are
right,
not
right,
issue.
yeah. So it's not something that you can use as a template, but
Take the
you
cookies.
can kind of predict some ideas.
Look at the pretty flowers.
Take the cookies.
Watch the pretty flowers.
They're
I
gonna
don't know what
kill
the hell
you.
you guys are
by
talking
the
about.
time, by the next
This is
break,
why
you're
you
not
need to watch
watching
the show. That's why
I'll
Reese-
take you out in the woods and I'll
No,
explain
I
it to you.
wiped that whole part from my whole head. I don't want to hear about it. That was brutal. That was wrong.
That was hilarious.
What is with the cookies? I am not caught up.
Okay. So last season, this is
Explain
way.
the flowers first.
Okay, so the
I mean,
flowers
this is like
was
2 seasons ago. Sorry, dude.
the little itty bitty girls and the older of the two was just a
She was psycho.
crazy psycho. The walkers are still living people. They're gonna get better. No, they're not. And then she killed her sister.
You know what? You
and
kind of
then-
remind me of Merle, in a way.
Yeah, I wonder how.
Listen, boy.
You do. All right. I'm sorry, Dylan. I didn't mean
Why would you do this?
to poke his eye
Workers'
out.
comp.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Here, have a face hugger. There's,
make you feel
there's
better.
compensation.
So yeah, they pulled the whole of mice and men treatment where it was just and Carol shot her as it's like look at the pretty flowers 'cause that was the child's way of calming down during his anxiety attacks is what we assumed. So it was the whole just look at the flowers, and shot her in the back of the head. And then with the just take the cookies, Carol again taking the initiative and being brutal as all could be. A little kid came up and saw her smuggling away guns, and he explained, he's like, listen, and she goes, listen, I'll make you cookies, but if you say something, one morning you'll wake up far away from here, tied to a tree, and you'll scream and scream, and no one will help you, and the monsters will come and eat you.
Oh, wow.
So you can go tell everyone about this,
She is brutal. I love her.
Hey, you want to know what's
can
great
just
about
take
it?
the cookies.
He actually died in the way she told him.
Yeah.
Like-
that's
She
foreshadowing.
did it? I mean, she did it?
No,
No.
like
kid
the
that
monsters
died.
are gonna come and get
Right.
you. Well, literally, the kid starts like
kid that
crying
died
and freaking
Sunday.
out,
That's
and then
him.
he
Oh,
gets.
that was him.
That was him.
He wasn't really a kid. He was kind of like a little bit older. He was like,
He
so
was
what,
like
10? 10?
12
That
or
was
something.
hard to
But still
take
a
in,
kid.
though. That was pretty brutal. I was
No,
like,
he was like 9 or 10.
the mom, too. And then Rick having flashbacks. Like,
Oh, he was hot for her.
The entire family went down in that scene.
yeah, that was pretty awesome.
I said,
Rick
Rip.
wanted it, Mama.
I think I
the dad
posted
about
on
Rick
social
does.
media right after that. I was just like, I just posted thinning the herd, and immediately like my best buddy, he liked the comic, so I knew he was watching the show. Cause,
Well, it's kind of funny when they after all said and done the next day, and they were panning into the porch. There's your new. That's the new family,
oh, yeah,
and they'll start killing off the no names like they always do.
yeah, but
They
I'm
Star Trek
waiting for
episode.
more. We need
When they
more
go down,
core
if he doesn't have a
group.
name, he dies.
people to
Until
die.
Jesus comes.
We won't get
I
into
think
that.
Jesus has already been here and taken all the
Zombie
good
versus
people.
Jesus?
I think
Or Jesus versus
What do you think
zombies?
Daryl is? Why do you think Daryl's been alive so long?
the car that was watching was
Yeah.
not Negan. I think it was one of the other groups, like either Jesus, and it's not the Kingdom, because the Kingdom they'd be on horses with
Right.
like
Yeah,
armor.
and he would have a
everything.
pet tiger or something.
Well, yeah, he
That's
has
the
a pet
same-
tiger,
yeah,
and it's
that's what
a
I mean.
beastly freaking tiger.
Yeah, I think they misunderstood the Jesus thing, dude.
No,
So
I know
you-
what he's talking
No.
about.
You caught up now?
know Jesus.
All right.
No, Jesus is like a prominent character.
All right, he's
in
already in the
comic
show. See, that's how far back I am. I read the
He's not-
comics.
books. He's not in the show yet. He's in the
All
comics.
right, that's what I thought. But I mean, in the comic, he's a big dog.
Well,
Yeah.
Do you remember?
cat.
Do you remember a few? I guess it's episodes back when. The sister. What's her name? Oh God, I can't believe it. So upset when she died.
Which sister? The what's his name's?
What's her name?
The dude that had the farm.
Yeah.
His daughters.
What's the
Beth.
sister?
Oh, Beth.
Beth. Okay.
Okay, remember when Beth got kidnapped by the guy in the
Beth.
white?
Yeah.
They never found that dude.
He could be.
Remember?
Yeah.
I think Jesus showed up a little sooner than you think.
And then we just didn't know it. I mean, I don't know, because Jesus had a specific look to him.
Yeah, but they never showed the person driving away the white,
Yeah.
white with the cross on it.
Yeah.
They just know she got taken.
Right.
They never caught that dude.
Huh. That's a interesting thought right there.
That's a theory.
I think Jesus
is a
has
really
been
good-
showing up already,
Yeah.
but they just never got to him. And Jesus kind of follows, and he because he's got his own group.
Do you think the show's that smart though? I don't think the show's smart enough
You
for that.
kidding me?
Right?
Anybody else?
They would be showing over-the-shoulder shots.
Oh my God!
There's nothing like getting mooned while you're on camera.
Especially by the one person that you never expect
Never
that
in a
from.
million years would I have thought that. That's
I don't know if you guys have seen previous episodes. We had a guy named Rod Wortham on our show.
real quick and
Yeah.
Oh my God.
When you're done with that, let me get it.
Ooh, hello.
Oh, that was great.
I just got mooned on TV.
James, you're not going to be able to find him with the camera. He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. James was trying to find him with
too bad.
with the robotic.
It's too slow.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I have it set that way.
But yeah, they would be showing like over-the-shoulder shots or something. They would be teasing you a little better than
No,
just.
I'm telling you, sometimes they put a little Easter egg in there, and it's just it makes you think. And you know, and none of us would have thought that until now. Who was driving that white caddy?
Well, everybody's
That,
on.
that
It's
show
a,
Lost. They set up stuff in season 1 for season 6.
Yeah.
yeah, but they let you know that, like you knew that was something you
Eventually,
should.
like in season 6.
They didn't
No,
let you know in
would
season
see
1.
it, and you would know. They would give it away. Like,
Well, there's no way.
I mean, I guess that's kind of the same thing with her being kidnapped and all that.
But but they never found the person that did it.
The only thing I would say is
They found the church, they
Yeah,
found everything, but they
yeah.
never found that guy.
the only thing I would say is after
I
they
love
leave
that
the
shot
church.
in the show. Sorry,
Well,
Taylor.
they leave the church and they ride like hundreds of miles to go
Right.
to DC after that. So the only thing it's just distance. I mean, it could be possible. I'm not discrediting it. I'm just
Well, you don't know anything. You're not a friend of ours. You're just here.
yeah. I'm just here.
Oh, let us explain this. One day, James, go ahead and throw up the 2 box, man. Me and James can tell this story together. Actually, you want to reenact it? Let's reenact it. Hey, James,
I'm
I just got
working.
this new game called Boss Monster, dude. Do you want to
Sure,
demo it so maybe
yeah,
we can use it for
do an
Ortec Plays?
with it
Yeah.
You guys act like we're friends.
or something.
He's saying it in like the most meek way possible because he
yeah.
knows he's in hot
Yeah.
water.
When
He
said it
literally
earlier,
turned around
he
and
had
said,
poison on that dart.
"Oh yeah, for sure, dude. He hit us with a heat seeker."
All I'm seeing is it's
He
just
said, "You
such
act like we're
wusses
friends."
Here.
Do you
They
feel
can't
the
take
hate?
Yeah.
hate. It's just they can't take the heat.
That's why we call this guy Darth Taylor, just so you know.
They can't
Josh,
take the heat.
Street Fighter
So why
5
don't
came
you
out. You
just
wanna
get
go
out
play
of the
it?
kitchen?
Hell yeah, let's go.
Yeah, all right, let's go
Anyway.
I got
break to get to.
All
actually,
right, so
Greg
before we
Smithwick.
before we go to the break, because when we come back, we're gonna switch genres anyway.
Yeah, we're
But
gonna
I'm
be
telling
talking
you,
about DC shows.
they got the Writers of the Dead.
Yeah.
They're good.
Oh, Robert Kirkman's
Now, let me
amazing.
tell you something,
Yeah.
and I'll guarantee you, down the road, that freaking white caddy is going to show back up. Or is it a caddy or a Lincoln? It was a caddy, right? I think it was a caddy.
It was a caddy.
Right.
Yeah, that's going to show up again, and you watch.
Oh man, I have a feeling the show's gonna spin off into Daryl's own thing because he's such a popular character, and Rick
I
is
love
Rick
Daryl.
is
Don't get me wrong.
unpopular.
If anything ever happened to him, I'd be pissed. But I understand the realm that they're in. They've got to kill people off.
So
It is
you
what
got
it
to choose
is.
between the Glenn
Someone-
fanboys, Daryl
Man,
fanboys,
but
the
I'm
Rick
saying, though,
fanboys,
But
the Carl fanboys.
Eventually, they're going to kill him off. But I'm telling you right now.
I just feel like there's no room for growth.
Oh yes, there is.
There's
Oh,
no
yeah,
room for
there is.
growth. They're
Dude,
gonna bring in generic people.
No,
and
the reason I like The Walking Dead is the fact is they don't just jump big jumps.
yeah.
They literally take you through the minutia, the micromanaging,
Yeah, but
the
it's
way
a-
it's got. That,
you,
it's just,
you might enjoy that, but a guy like me, like I'll sit
I'm
there
a
and watch
writer.
for
I'm a
10 minutes.
producer. That's what I like. That's what I see.
I am too, but I see shiny and I'm distracted easily. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That show is just too slow paced. Monday or Sunday night though, the premiere was amazing. It was awesome.
Sunday, that's the way all of
But
them
that's
are
how
done.
they always get me though, man. I'll watch the first two and I'll be like, whoa, this is finally gonna be good again.
Even when we come out of even when we came
Hey,
out
here's
of
looking at you, kid.
even
is
when
it
we
upside
came
down?
out of I actually watched the interview on how they Talking Dead.
Right,
Love
yeah.
Talking Dead.
Yes.
How they did all these shots. Well,
There it is.
There, yeah, that's
Let me
what
tell
I
you,
was posting everywhere.
there's a prosthetic. The whole prosthetic
Yeah.
that looks so real. That's not
yeah,
him.
yeah, it looks awesome.
It
for
was
sure.
it was a dummy.
Was Greg Nicotero in there? I didn't watch Talking Dead.
Yeah.
He was.
Greg's
yeah,
awesome.
that
Is he a
guy is
dummy?
so awesome.
Yeah,
That's a dummy right there.
Yeah,
Wow,
that looks
that is
awesome.
impressive.
Yeah, I'm telling you, their prosthetics are massive.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's time to go to break. So,
Yeah.
well, from now on, everybody needs to understand. We've been busy in the studio, so we've missed a
Right.
couple of days. But Mondays after Walking Dead,
Or at least our first episode.
yeah, we're gonna have our own Talking Dead.
Yeah.
Not to compete with what they do on television because we can't. 'cause,
No, but
they have the real people,
we
but-
should have our opinion. And
That's the
I'm
real
going to
people.
start watching the show just so we can be up current at
but
least.
you got to be honest with people. Man, that was slow last night, or
yeah,
what
yeah.
the
And I'll
heck?
be the guy that I'll be.
Of course you will be.
Dylan's dead already. But yeah, I'll probably be the antagonist there.
You'll be the dead dude.
Yeah, I'll be the guy complaining because like I
Hey,
said, the first
there's
two
sometimes
seasons
I've
were awesome.
complained, man. There's sometimes that I got to watch them go, what the? Really?
Like you want your hour back,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. How do I get that hour of my life back?
Yeah, and what are you gonna do? I mean, there's really nothing else on TV that kind of caters to us. I mean, I guess there is some stuff, but nothing that has the potential Walking Dead does. So nothing.
All right, well,
I don't know. No, American Horror Story is pretty awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well,
I definitely
you guys
dig
can
it,
talk about that.
so.
That'll be the days I can miss because I really have so far.
Better Call Saul.
Lady Gaga was great in it, by the way.
Yeah.
But anyways, we're going to go ahead and go to another break. You're watching Nerd Talk. Thanks for watching, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, it's definitely a good turnout, especially for a Sunday, and it's like 2 o'clock. Most people wouldn't think to go and play games other than people like us that are into games, but it's definitely a good turnout for the grand opening. By the way, it's the grand opening weekend for the Gamers Guild. So if you guys want to check out a really cool place that is a really family-friendly environment, my daughter is actually here right now running around playing, so there's other kids too, you know, that they can run and mingle, and you know, us older nerd adults can mingle with new people and meet new people and just, you know, have a good time, stress-free without anyone. Nobody here is, you know, a-holes, basically. You know, everybody's really cool, and if you don't know how to play certain games, there are people here that will definitely, you know, sit down with you and show you how to play, and without any kind of like, oh, you're a noob, stuff like that. So what else?
One thing that we did stress, we really wanted to make it, you know, some game stores out there that, you know, throughout the years.
Oh, look, there's Kenny. He's our third member from Tau Gaming. Come on over, Kenny.
Oh, here's the meat.
Step out, Kenny?
The meat sandwich just got bigger. Yeah. Anyway, this is Kami. I'm Ortec. Kenny. I'm sorry. I'm Ortec. Why don't you tell us about your part in the store?
Well, our part of the store is we handle video games more retro. We handle the trade-ins and any singles of Magic cards, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh. We also handle the conventions that we go to. We also do a video game. Yes, he did shave. We also handle the video game tournaments when we hold them. What else?
Basically, I mean, he's all the online stuff. We do have, you know, a nice online selection. So if you're at a state and watching this, you know, log on and you can buy all of our singles because, you know, we have a lot.
So there's a web store, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, what's the website?
As of right now, it's the our original store until we can integrate it all the way is tau-gaming.com. Once everything is up and running, we're going to be changing it to the Gamers Guild. We also have Facebook that tells all the information about our online store. You can get singles. We'll also take orders as well. So if anybody's looking for anything, we'll do our best to find it for you.
That awesome.
Schedule or any events, the Facebook is Facebook Gamers Guild 54.
Also, what's the address for the new store? Because it's not in Gulfview Square Mall where it was previously when it was E&D Games, and you guys were up on, I believe, 19, right?
He was in Hudson. Yeah, we were both in Hudson. So
It was right next to...
6815 US, State Road 54, Newport Richey, Florida.
to the Charles Dickens Plaza.
Dickens or Dickens?
Dickens. It's Dickens.
Dickens.
Yeah, like Dickens.
Okay.
It says Gamers Guild out there. Just keep on driving till you see the 20-sided die. You'll be good.
Yeah, it's definitely easy to find. Well, I want to thank you guys for the interview. We're going to be showing this during Max Play Live Presents Nerd Talk all week long, and it will also be on YouTube at Max Play Live. YouTube, that's our YouTube page. So we look forward to doing more with you guys, and there's also plans for podcasts and other things like that. So this is not the only time you'll see these guys. We'll be around. They are definitely our partners at Max Play Live, and we'll check you guys out next time. Take it easy.
Seriously.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Nerd Talk. I'm Ortec the Batman. This is Darth Taylor. I totally didn't see him put that mask on. We got Boss Tech, Cytokin, and back over there is Sausage Link. Actually, Sausage Link, didn't you go see Deadpool and you wanted to talk a little bit about the new Deadpool flick?
Yeah.
And well, let us know
me
what your thoughts
get
on
through
Deadpool
these.
are.
1 second.
Oh, 1 second. He's got to roll through. All right.
I'm going to take
letting
out.
I thought we were
everybody
going to
know
go
who we
right
are.
to that. Huh?
And showing how cool our lower thirds are.
Yeah, so our lower thirds are really cool. Actually, I like how you did the Boss Tech one. That was pretty cool. That one's cool. Even though you don't shoot lightning out of your fingers, you shoot lightning out of your butt.
Oh,
We'll get to that
And it's
one
the
later.
worst smell in ever. It's
We'll get to
horrible.
that one later.
Yeah. We had to disinfect the entire hallway because of it.
That wasn't me. That was John.
Well, I don't
it
know.
wasn't me.
You guys are like Captain
Then it
Planet,
was
you
Taylor.
No, it was somebody eating fish in the studio.
Oh yeah.
In the office.
three. Oh, is that what it was? I thought
That
one
was
of you guys had
terrible.
like a bad belly day or something. Yeah. So what'd you think of the new Deadpool flick, dude?
Amazing.
What do you
loved
mean?
it.
That explains everything.
That's all you need to know. It's
Oh,
amazing.
really?
Yeah.
Well,
It's just
I have
plain simple.
questions.
Like we could end the show with just Deadpool's amazing.
Deadpool's amazing.
Pretty
And then we
much.
could all
Pretty
just
much.
go see
No,
it.
we couldn't.
No, I know. I'm kidding. We still got 20 minutes.
Oh, that's
But-
it? Oh, we gotta. Yeah. Well,
Well, we got another break and all kinds of other stuff, and yeah.
I'm a big Gina Carano fan. Was she
Yeah.
good in the movie?
Yes, she did fantastic.
I don't know.
Colossus ruins a good part of her, but
Yeah,
you know,
I think
it
I know
shows-
what you're talking about because other
Yeah.
people were talking about it and I overheard them.
Well,
We
this
almost-
is what I
We
heard.
almost get to see her kind of naked, and Colossus gets all goody two shoes and screws it
he's
up.
like,
so.
oh no, oh your brassiere is messed up, and you should fix that
Well, Colossus was always like
or
that.
something like
Yeah,
that.
but I mean, they could have like not had that in the movie because
Why?
It
Gina
was
Carano.
really funny.
Anyway,
I laughed.
Gina
so
Carano.
we were at the fair this weekend, Saturday or Sunday,
Yeah,
and standing in line for the big Amish donuts, which were
the Florida State Fair, you mean?
yeah.
No,
What'd
the
I say?
California one.
He said
Well,
state
yeah.
I
fair.
said state fair.
Yeah, but what if a guy in Minnesota is watching and
Who
he's like,
cares?
"What fair? What fair is he talking
They
about?"
don't want to
fair?
know what our fair.
We're at the state fair.
Florida State
Yeah,
Fair.
it doesn't matter where it's at.
They're all the
Anyway,
same.
so I'm standing
Sponsorship
there
money.
in the line,
Sponsorship
and we
money.
got, we're all, the whole line starting to joke about how long it is and blah blah blah. And there was a guy in front of us and a guy behind us, and the guy behind us had a Deadpool jacket on, I think it was, and the guy the guy behind us had a Deadpool shirt. The guy in front of us had a Deadpool jacket.
Right.
And the guy in the Deadpool jacket, he turns around and says, "Oh, cool shirt, blah blah blah." He goes, "Do you see the movie?" And the other guy goes, "No, not yet. I got to, blah blah blah." And the dude goes, "Oh man, it's awesome." And he goes, "But let me tell you something. It's not for kids. This is a hard R.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I heard. The exact same
Hard
thing.
R.
It is
It's just
very
extremely
much
multiple decapitations,
Four,
full-on
to be total.
nudity.
Well,
The
you kinda-
F-bomb gets dropped probably
multiple times.
every other
50
word.
times or
Yeah.
more.
Really?
More than
Maybe
that.
maybe more.
So
than
it
that.
is
Well,
definitely.
I mean, if you've ever read the comic or at least paid attention to, I mean, the video game by itself, like
Oh my god, the video game was.
it's an
terrible.
awesome video game. What
Well,
do you mean
it was-
terrible?
it
That
was-
game was so
terrible
much
as in
fun.
I would say it was
Terrible as
well,
in-
it was a terrible game.
It was in
sick.
you
but
can't take your kids to it.
It's sick.
You
man.
basically played a crappy video game to hear really good one-liners.
that
Pretty much.
yeah, I would say the game
That's
itself
it.
was awful. It was not a fun game in the slightest, but it was
It was a
hilarious
really
to play.
easy game. I would
It was
say.
just funny to
wasn't
play. It was-
challenging.
You bought Deadpool?
The game? I haven't seen, yeah.
It's a cool game.
20 years old.
Some of the facts about
Sorry, you
Deadpool
told me.
Yeah, it was-
was that it was the biggest rated R for its opening weekend.
It beat out anything else over the weekend
beat
too. didn't it?
everything else.
Yeah.
It was the biggest of the weekend, of the year so far.
It didn't beat out Star Wars.
It didn't
No,
beat
no,
Star,
Star
Wars.
Wars was last year.
Star Wars
that's
2015.
right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Star Wars
I keep
was in
But I
December, right? It
Yeah,
was-
It beat
December
out
18th.
Yeah, you're
50
right.
Shades of Grey from last year.
Yeah.
Like it smashed
It beat out every other Marvel movie too, which is notable.
Not
No,
every.
Not
actually.
really.
I could have swore everything singles movies. I'm saying not Avengers or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guardians or anything like that. Just when it comes to like Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America.
It's the most
Yeah.
successful
Yes.
X-Men movie so far.
Yeah, that's true too.
It's the most.
It also
successful
teases
or-
Cable. It teased
yeah,
Cable.
It does tease Cable.
Right at the end.
Keira Knightley, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's,
Dude, it's,
that's pretty rad if you ask
well,
me.
you know how usually
I wouldn't
Marvel
mind her as-
films they
as
do
Cable.
like the stuff like where it's
Not
like the
terrible.
end credits scene.
Yeah.
Well, they did an end credits scene, but it was
Post
a
credits.
post credits scene. But basically, it was a spoof of Ferris Bueller's Day Off and
Nice,
like
yeah.
post credits scene. He literally walks out in
You're
the
still
bathroom
here?
and he's just like, "You guys are still here? It's over."
That's awesome.
You guys should go home.
I dig that they reference the 80s like that. I'm a big 80s guy, so. But yeah, I doubt that's Cable, like the actual Cable we're gonna get though. I heard that was just kind of a
What's wrong with
joke,
her?
right?
I wouldn't mind.
No, I wouldn't mind either. Like, well,
It's a
little
role that
weird, but, you know.
I could see being gender bended. Like I
Yeah.
know it's weird to say, but Cable could be either. Like
Could be a guy or girl.
yeah,
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
wanted to make it that way.
As long as it's Scott Summers' daughter /
Yeah.
son from the future, and they don't mess with that too much, I guess I wouldn't care. Plus, I like Keira Knightley. I think she's good in everything she's in. You know, there's a lot of other actors lobbying for the role, though, already. A lot of people are like, hey, put me in it. I can't remember the guy's name, but he was the main bad guy from...
This guy.
Yeah, there he is.
He's a little skinny.
What's his name, dude?
Well, that's the
no
guy
idea.
from
I
the Blue
totally
Monkey
Figured
movie.
out one
Yeah,
second.
the Blue Monkey movie, is that what
His
you call it?
face looks like Cable,
Yeah.
but his body doesn't.
It's Michael something. I just can't think of his last name. See what we get when we don't research. I wasn't even going to mention that, so that's probably
looking it
why.
up right
but,
now.
you know. Anyway, yeah, just look up Avatar, and you'll probably find
Not
it.
the last
So-
Airbender.
Deadpool for
Yeah.
not for kids. I mean,
If you brought your kid to this movie, then you need
dumb.
to go see a
I
psychologist.
actually
and-
watched two parents walk their kids out in the movie that I was in
Like,
because
they came in, and then halfway through they left.
Yep, they left.
All right, well they get a pass.
Stephen Lang.
yeah, like
Steve Lang. Oh, see what I say, Michael
I
something.
really
Yeah.
wish, like, I saw people complaining on Facebook, but like, I really wish they would have, posted or said something about this. I'm like, they did a
They
lot
did, yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
Like, there was a point where we asked them to stop doing it because it was just
Yeah,
so.
Ryan
it
Reynolds
was so
actually
everywhere.
Self-posted memes and stuff. Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds said it was actually rated FU. No, you can't see it.
He also
That
stole the
says
suit
it
too,
all.
which is pretty
And
funny.
That's very accurate.
I mean, one of the one of my favorite lines from that is when he's about to go leave to fight people, and he tells the blind lady that he lives with, he's like, I love you, and also there's about 100 kilos of cocaine hidden somewhere in the house next to the cure for blindness, and then he leaves.
She was a former cocaine addict.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that's one of the
Yeah.
that's a tame joke for the movie.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's all
yeah.
I'm gonna say. Like,
Well, I mean, the movie definitely upped the ante because the comics weren't even that over the top. I mean, they were at some point, but they were moderate.
I would say they were more. It was more of him breaking the fourth wall and just being that.
Which is awesome.
He broke the fourth wall while breaking the fourth wall.
that's like 16 walls, man.
Well, what about the committee in his head, the multiple personalities? Did he argue with him?
They did not go into that at all.
Not
Oh, man.
The game did, and I loved it because when you play the game, like he argues
He
with
argues
himself
with
with like
himself.
8 different versions of
He's like,
himself.
wait,
and
when did I
everyone's
become
like, "Skies."
British? Remember that?
Yeah. Wait, when's someone?
They actually, and only they mentioned chimichangas once.
surprising.
Yeah, and then you see that in the trailer.
Well, he
too.
eats chimichangas. He makes pancakes. Lots of pancakes.
That's a bummer. So what about side characters? Like, was anybody notable? I mean, besides Colossus ruining things.
Actually, what's funny is
Francis.
he mentions
Did
that
Wolverine show up?
Sort of.
sort of when they
Somewhat.
pulled off his mask, he had a paper of
Hugh
Hugh Jackman
Oh, really?
Cut
stapled
out,
to his
stapled
face.
to his face.
That's awesome.
Perfect. It's what I would have expected from Deadpool.
It was when he was
Yeah.
meeting his former girlfriend, and he's like, "You don't want to see this face," and she's like, "It'll be fine." And she
Yeah.
takes off the mask and Hugh Jackman.
Hamburger face.
And it's not like it's not taped. Like he actually staples it
stapled
to
it.
his.
Oh yeah, he's Deadpool.
It doesn't hurt him too much,
Do it
it's
any
just-
other way.
It's like just rip
You
it
know,
out
with
like
the
a Band-Aid.
Yeah, with the success of this movie though, Wolverine 3 is rumored to be a hard R as well. So I think that the Deadpool was like, hey, we could throw Deadpool out there, throw him to the wolves. If it works, right? But if it doesn't, well, no big deal. We can just
Well, as
tuck
we've
it
seen-
away.
I would say,
But
as
they
we've
saw the
seen-
success, so now Wolverine, we might get a really decent
Say,
Wolverine
as we've
movie.
seen from previous Wolverines and whatnot, Wolverine's not afraid to just drop the F-bomb and just
that
not
was in
care. He's
X-Men
just-
First Class, man, when they tried to get him. That wasn't an actual Wolverine flick, because
I know,
think they
but
were
a lot
worried
of
about
like a
children
lot
or
of the
something.
a lot of the games that Wolverine's in,
Yeah.
he does not watch his language in the slightest.
no, definitely
and
not,
That's
yeah.
it's never how he's been. He's never watched his language.
No,
It's just-
no.
He's whatever.
The
I'm
Hugh
immortal. Let's
Jackman
go.
Wolverine and the X-Men Origins Wolverine, and then the Wolverine. He was definitely a tame version of that character, especially because Wolverine hacks people to holy hell, man.
I think they
It's
could
not
let Hugh
like
Jackman go, and not like let him go. Like he plays a great Wolverine, but I'm
That
saying
was- that was my
stop
favorite-
stop making like tame, stop
Yeah,
holding back.
yeah.
let him
That
go.
was my favorite line in any of the X-Men movies coming from Wolverine.
Oh, yeah.
Is where they walk up to him in the bar and he just
And he
turns
already
around.
has sensed him. Just
He's actually
no.
the first Marvel character to drop a proper F-bomb. We can't say it on this show, but he drops it and he does it with authority. And,
No, we're not on Twitch. We're not for mature audiences
Yeah.
yet.
So we have to change our settings.
That's a little
would be-
switch that I have to go
But
hit,
anyway, that's
you know?
beside the point.
I think
you guys
would
talk
be,
too much production.
Like, well, here's the thing: if the new X-Men movie, the new Wolverine movie goes rated R, they're gonna have. Obviously, with the Wolverine movies, they have a way bigger budget.
yeah, for sure.
There is definitely going to be a Deadpool cameo inside there. Like, he's just gonna
Yeah.
walk in, he's gonna just be like, "Oh, this isn't my movie. My bad."
Deadpool-
Yeah, and then just
Do you think they're going to introduce
it'll be in
Deadpool
a-
to the Infinity Gauntlet?
No.
No,
It's
I-
because it's
they
Fox
could
and
though.
Marvel.
They could though.
They could. They should.
Yeah.
They very
Because
well
that's-
could.
Yeah, they could
He
because
does
they
have
could
a small
tame him
part.
for that. Yeah, you're
Two
right,
different
James.
studios, they can't do that.
Well, oh yeah, you're right.
They
Fox.
can't. They
No.
can't do that.
Deadpool's Marvel.
No, he's
Deadpool's
not.
Fox,
he
so-
is Fox.
Oh,
So is Wolverine
duh,
in the
I
X-Men
literally
films,
just read
yeah.
that.
Yeah, no, they can't do that. Like, they just
Yeah.
can't.
Well, that's
They
why they
can't.
killed him. In the
Kudos
very,
to Fox for
Marvel-
giving us a
That's why
proper
they killed
flick,
him the
though.
way they did in the Wolverine movie.
Well, he didn't die in
Yeah.
that one either.
Well, he kind of
He
did.
got his head
no, you
cut
don't know if
off.
he did.
His head hit the bottom and his eyes opened back up, and he
Hey,
blinked.
hey, it's irrelevant because X-Men First Class.
That's not canon anyway. So.
Yeah, or I mean,
they redid it and they retconned things.
yes,
with time
thank you,
travel.
dude. Yeah, yeah. But Days of Future Past is the name of the film, which is we saw Bishop in that movie, and you know what bugs me about the Marvel flicks is Bishop is such an integral character that he was only kind of like a side note in that movie, barely a side note. They showed him and thought it's just like Kelsey Grammer as Beast. Like you barely got Beast, you barely got him, and Kelsey, a phenomenal actor by the way, and he
Yeah.
could have made Beast really cool.
Well,
and it's,
but that was because of the grown-up Beast now.
well, that's true.
When now that they've gone back to Future Past,
We get more Beast, yeah.
We get more Beast, but now it's to the point where Beast grew up, decided not to be the way we used to be, and now he's
politician.
more of the
Yeah.
liaison to the
mutants.
The mutants.
Yep.
So
He
that,
called
it,
it- he
makes
called
sense.
It did
Main
make sense,
a
but
little
it's
bit.
still like, like, why couldn't we have gotten that Beast? I don't care if he's a politician or not, because Beast isn't really like in the X-Men First Class. If I did have a complaint about Beast, it would be that he's way too feral too often. Because Beast is like a super intelligent, I was gonna say human being. He's a massive intelligence. So he could. I'm cool with him being in a suit, being all proper. That's the '90s Beast at least. If you watch the X, the X.
Well, if you read, but if you read the
cartoon.
comics, Beast is a monster.
Yeah, he's crazy
Yeah.
when he gets,
When he gets going,
he's
nothing stops him.
Right,
And you better
he's
hope
out
to
of his
God you're
mind.
not in his way when he's in it, because good or bad, you're going
But
down.
I could totally accept that version, Kelsey Grammer's Beast, in any form, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
but I just wish, why couldn't we have gotten that right off the bat?
Yeah, I
you
know.
know,
No, I
And
totally
it's
agree.
the same. It's the same with Bishop, man. Why couldn't we get more Bishop? We did get Kitty Pryde, which was awesome. And I'm drawing blanks on the actress, but she played in Juno and stuff like that, and Super.
The
That was
lesbian?
another. What does that matter? But yeah,
Just
her.
making sure I know who she is.
Yeah. Kitty Pryde, anyway, which is also a really cool major character in that movie. Thought that was, pretty rad. So I'm looking forward to.
boring you?
No.
You're yawning.
That's just Taylor for you.
think I'll go to sleep now.
I'm just here.
Well, I mean,
Taylor's
he's
like,
sitting here with people that aren't his friends, talking about things he doesn't care about.
yeah,
That's true.
You're like a real life grumpy cat,
Yeah.
but human.
Yeah.
So
I know one thing. I'm going to give shout outs to that movie stop here up in Newport Richie.
oh yeah.
Dude, and they've got, because I was looking at a bunch of the comics
Yep.
in there and stuff like that. It's a good score. It's a good store.
Yeah, they definitely upped the ante. I said that twice today, up the ante. I don't know why I'm saying that. But anyway, before it was literally like 6 rows of just movies. And like I used to go all the time, but after a while you're like,
A ton of
man.
Deadpool stuff.
Yeah.
Ton of Deadpool.
But now, I mean, like, what's the Loot Crate stuff? It's like Loot Crate threw up in their store.
Yeah.
Because everything that's in there is just,
I'll start getting little
everything cool.
bobbleheads.
oh, the
of Loot
Funko
Crate.
figures, yeah. They have
I like to line
Funko.
them all up in a row and let them go.
They have Super 7 figures, Funko
that.
figures, mini mates. They have tons of tabletop games.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Man,
Speaking of bobbleheads, we got Fallout
that's cool.
4.
Yeah. Isn't there an update?
You know what? I tell you
Yep,
what.
not
How about
just an
this,
update.
James? Hey, why don't we go to commercial, and then
Okay.
we'll come back and we'll talk about. We'll finish up on Deadpool and move right into some really cool update stuff.
Yeah, we have some Fallout 4 updates, so stick with us. You're watching Nerd Talk, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to Max Play Live presents Random Reports. I'm Ortec the Batman, and I'm not a fan. I'm Batman. I'm Batman. Anyway, I'm here to interview Kayla Thomas, the host of the show The Arena, but there's more to Kayla than you may realize. Check it out. So we're down here at E&D Games, where Kayla, who's also the host of Max Play Live, presents The Arena.
Oh man, this is so cool. I hope everyone else thinks it's as cool as I do, and they do, and it's pretty cool.
Do you ever get jealous that you don't get to play as a PC on some of the stuff that you guys build?
Not as much as you would think, I guess. I like seeing other people play with it.
You're pretty passionate about all of this stuff. But speaking of the show, what's your favorite moment on the show? I mean, a lot of cool stuff has happened, but what's your favorite moment that stands out to you on the show so far?
Definitely our first player death. Rest in peace, Morthos, but I'm glad somebody died. Definitely glad that somebody died.
So that is that the big kick out of the show that you get is when people are close to death or dying? Because we've had a couple. I believe Logan's character almost Daniel White. Yep, he almost was. He almost took a dirt nap. That guy, but he's luckily gotten out of it. I mean, do you guys design the game board just to kill players, or is there a bigger motivation to it?
We build things to better tell the story, because the kind of game that we're playing, it's all imagination based. Right. So you can sit there in front of a blank board and be like, okay, well, you've got this ogre breaking out of a cage, or just picture it in your head, or you can actually have a broken cage with an ogre miniature next to it. I think the main reason I like to do a good job and I like to do this is because it helps with the imagination process for maybe those who aren't so visual in their mind, to have like an actual board set out in front of them and be like, oh, okay, well, that's pretty cool.
In the game, how long have you been playing Dungeons and Dragons, and what got you into it?
Okay, funny story there. I guess I've always wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons, but I never really had friends per se who wanted to do it. So I never really had the time, but when I moved to Newport Richey and I discovered E&D, and they're like, oh, hey, we played D&D, and I'm like, what? Yes, I don't even have to have friends. I can just play with you guys. Yeah. And then they became friends. So I've been playing for about 10 months, I would say.
So you found the Nerd Hub is what happened.
I found Nerdvana.
Okay. Okay, random.
Reports.
Awesome, guys. Thanks for watching. Again, this is Max Play Live presents Random Reports. I'm Ortec the Batman.
Fan.
This is Kayla Thomas. I'll try it again. I'm Ortec the Batman.
Fan.
All right, whatever. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Going in.
Yeah.
So,
Welcome back to Nerd Talk. I'm Ortec the Batman. This is Cytokin. This is Boss Tech and Darth Taylor. And over there, TDing the entire show is, yep, there he is, Sausage Link, otherwise known as Jim. Or damn it, Jim, I'm a videographer, not a therapist. Cry to someone else. Utter Tech. Anyways, we have some video game updates. Fallout 4 just released some new DLC content.
Well, they announced
Street Fighter.
it.
Oh, they announced it.
But yeah, Street Fighter 5 came out. Which is,
Street Fighter 5 was released. Maybe that's where I'm mixing it up. But anyways, go ahead and tell us about this Fallout 4 DLC that's coming.
So as of right now, we have 3 confirmed maps. There's the, what is it, Taylor? It's the Apocalypse. It's the.
It's Automatron, the first one, which is coming out in March, and this is the thing behind it is the mysterious mechanism.
I love the art style of Fallout 4.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
The thing behind it is the mysterious mechanist has unleashed a horde of evil robots into the Commonwealth, including the devious RoboBrain. Hunt them down and harvest their parts to build and mod your own custom robot companions.
Are these like mechanical thralls, like they're built out of dead bodies?
So, you know, that's the key part.
That's awesome.
Choose from hundreds of mods, mixing limbs, armor, abilities, and weapons in all new lightning chain gun.
Looks like I'm going to have to get back on the ball with some Fallout, man. That sounds really cool.
And
so it's released in the Commonwealth. I mean, there's not going to be a new zone. It's just going to be a add-on to the current open world.
Well, that's kind of a bummer. I think I'd rather have.
I liked the old Fallouts where they kidnapped you, took all your stuff, but you kept your skills.
Dropped you in a new zone.
Don't worry, that's coming.
I know it's coming. I mean, they already announced the last one, but $25. That's forcing you to buy
Well,
the season
didn't you say there
pass.
was 3 different price points for this?
Yeah,
DLC?
the first one, which is the one we just talked about, is going to be $10. The second one, which is going to be an add-on of the workshop, is going to be $5. But the final one, which I'm assuming is going to be one where they take you out of the Commonwealth finally, is going to be $24.99. It's a little pricey for DLC, seeing as all of them in the past have only been $15.
It's their biggest landmass they've ever done for a DLC, though.
Yeah.
Think of it this way. If you ever played Skyrim, it's the same exact way they went with Skyrim with their DLCs. They had the first one, which was Dawnbreaker, which stays in, for the most part, stays in Skyrim. It
Except
brings
for
you
when
to a few new
It brings
places.
you to the castle.
That's my problem with
Dawnbreaker.
Batman too, like and DLCs in general with these open world video games is you don't really get new areas to explore. It kind of just adds it in.
And that's what Fallout has always done differently in the past.
Yeah.
They have. They bring you to a whole new zone, go explore it. Go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would you?
You
if
start
it's not
your
broke,
adventure
don't
over
fix it.
with all your stats, and that's pretty much how you how you run the game.
Well, they're not little. Don't think of them as DLCs any longer. Bethesda has
Expansions.
They're expansions now.
Right.
Like the
Well,
second
with a
one.
proper expansion, would you get more, exploration?
With the
or-
second
or
one,
areas to
technically, yeah.
explore?
I mean, it depends on which. Like with RPGs, it's different from MMOs because MMOs, like, yeah, they're going to be huge, but like, it's hard to put such big stuff into a game already. Like, because this is, I mean, it's all first person. No offense to the MMOs, if they were to go much further and add
The
multiple
price would be
different
way
places,
higher too.
The price
yeah.
would be way higher.
Production value and all that. Yeah.
The even high-end PCs would probably start having trouble
Yep.
using it.
That's why a crappy computer can still run World of Warcraft.
Because their demographic is massive.
Exactly.
And it went down to your everyday laptop user to your high-end PC user. They all have WoW installed.
But during the break, Darth Taylor here said that you could get all of this content right now. What was it? The season pass for $30.
Season pass,
it's
yeah,
going
as
to
it
go up
comes
in
out.
March. You said.
Yes. And
So-
if you do get it now, the DLC that they've already announced, including the DLC they haven't announced, you'll get. Like, you don't have to pay anything extra.
That's mind-boggling that they would ask $25 for something that you could pay $5 extra bucks right now and get way more content
all that
later. Like, I
content.
don't understand that.
Well, do you get it now, or do you get
You get it as it's
You
released.
get it as it comes out. So
Actually, you get it before it's released because they release it for season pass holders like a week or so ahead of time.
Sometimes.
Most of the time.
sometimes, well, yeah.
You're
say
right.
for example, with
it's
Mortal
give or
Kombat,
take with that.
for Mortal Kombat they did. For Mortal Kombat, like with
Arkham Knight they did.
I say with MKX, Arkham Knight, they all released it about a week ahead of time for the season pass holders. For Fallout, I'm not entirely too sure they're going to do that because that's the season pass is on by code.
You'll just have
so
it, right?
Yeah, it's not really linked to your account in any way. It's just kind of like, okay, well, you already have it pre-purchased, so here's your thing.
Fallout doesn't have its like kind of like you were saying, like with Arkham Knight you have a what is it, Bethesda account, or no, that's Skyrim, right?
You have
You
with Arkham Knight you had like a Ubisoft account.
That's what it was,
or something
Ubisoft,
like that,
yeah.
Which is something unique to that game
Ubisoft,
because it needed to run. So, for example,
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed, the
You
exact same
get, you
thing.
get special content for it and
Yeah,
things
you
like that
need your
too.
What are the
Ubisoft
other
Online.
DLC packs?
The other DLC packs, the second one that he's talking about, which is $4.99, it's called Wasteland. And what it is basically it's just
I like this one already.
It's the Wasteland Workshop. Design and set cages to capture live creatures from raiders to deathclaws. Tame them and have them face off in battle, even against your own fellow settlers. The Wasteland Workshop also
James
will give
totally
extra
jumped in
stuff.
and interrupted the entire thing just to show that picture, just to show us another image.
But and then the third one, which is Far Harbor, which takes us to Maine.
Yeah.
And it's a new case from Valentine's Detective Agency. Leads you on a search for a young woman and a secret colony of synths. Travel off
cool.
the coast
So
of Maine to the mysterious island of Far Harbor, where higher levels of radiation have created a more feral world. Navigate through the growing conflict between the synths, the children of Adam, and the local townspeople. Will you work towards bringing peace to Far Harbor at what cost? And Far Harbor features the largest landmass for an add-on that we've ever created.
Then now you're talking. Now I'm happy. That's pretty awesome.
They've also filled it with new faction
If you didn't
quests.
know that this game is set in the Massachusetts area.
Yes.
So.
$25 though.
New dungeons become more powerful with new and higher level armor.
No, just
and
the
weapons.
flat out DLC though.
Yeah,
that's a
that's-
lot.
that's the
That's a lot
price.
for an add-on.
Yeah, but man, I don't. To me, it's worth it because back in the
Keep in mind,
day,
it's only a temporary add-on too. As soon as you're done with all the main quests in the area, it'll bring you back to the mainland, and you don't revisit unless you go back to it.
It's not like that, actually. They've already said that it's going to be how you would do it in Skyrim. Like, you know how you went to Raven Rock and stuff like that?
Yeah.
It's going to be the same way. You can go back and forth.
I mean, I don't have a problem with that though, because any other PC game that I've ever played, you had to buy the expansions, and sometimes the expansions cost as much as the original game.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm cool
like
with
what I
that.
was saying, a lot like
yeah.
WoW.
Yeah,
WoW is
Warcraft being
$50
the
right now.
yep.
As soon as you go and buy the new expansion, it's gonna be $50
Yeah.
out of your pocket.
At that point,
Granted, the amount of hours that WoW is giving you with the new expansion is almost 4 times what Fallout's DLC is going to give you.
yeah.
Because you are buying an entirely new game, an entire new storyline to go play. It's just like, it's pretty much saying World of Warcraft 5, you know, it's like Gears of War 3 or Halo 4. You know, you're
Right.
getting an entire new game that's going to reference this area specifically.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's funny you mentioned World of Warcraft because, like, right now I'm kind of burnt out on regurgitated stories. You know, it's like, give me something new, come up with something new. But
And that's what I'm really hoping. Yeah,
So.
and that's what I'm hoping to get out of
but
Legion.
also, Street Fighter
But-
was released.
Yeah, well, you can expect to see an Ortec plays, and we're going to do an in-office tournament. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Basically, between me and my main argument, pal, you know. I'm coming for blood, buddy. Dude. I'm an old school Street Fighter player, so I've been playing it since basically Street Fighter. You know, where it was just, you know, boring 2D and you'd probably snooze.
In the arcade.
Yep.
We have
you
a
had to play it
really
in the
interesting
arcade.
work relationship.
They didn't have a home console until like Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
you know
Super
what I mean?
Nintendo released.
They had Street Fighter 2000 for the NES system, but I don't even think that was a spin-off of the actual Capcom
A lot
Street
of us,
Fighter.
a lot of us emulated onto our. Just use emulators to put it on our computers because at
Right,
this point our
yeah.
computers are like we can run 7 of these at the same time and have no issues.
I remember when Street Fighter 2 Turbo came out, and then you got the extra characters, and
Yep.
you know, and they moved really fast. That was awesome. So, do you know anything about the new game? New
I've
characters?
not played it, not watched anything about it. I want to be surprised when I open it
Well,
up.
I don't want to say too much, but Greg Smithwick, who's a guy that we do another show called So Local Pasco, happens to know one of the voice actors for the new Street Fighter game.
Really?
And
That's
she
awesome.
wants to come on our show. So she's done
Let's do it.
voiceovers for anime and stuff like that. So that's a little
Who
bit
did
of
she
something.
voice in Street Fighter? Do you know?
I don't want to say anything just yet because I don't want to spoil it. I just want to tease it. But yeah, she's already agreed to come on the show and she's pretty excited about it. So, you know, we got some cool stuff coming. I've got a few other people that I've talked to. So keep watching, stay with us. We're going to have lots more great content.
Yep.
There's a lot of things in the works. I know it's a slow process, but we bust our asses trying to get you guys cool stuff to watch because we think it's cool and this is how we live. So, you know, I'm Ortec the Batman, that's Cytokin. This is Boss Tech, Darth Taylor, our technical director, and you know, my main nemesis, I would say, is
That's accurate.
that's Otter Tech,
about
the
accurate.
sausage link.
That's pretty good.
That's fair.
Anyway, thanks for watching Nerd Tech, and we'll see you guys next time.
Nerd tech.
What'd I say?
Nerd Talk. We're out.
That show.